We have 13 witnesses to assess during this mission. I would really like to cover a lot of the fields that are covered in psychosocial assessments. And I would ask that you pay particular attention to their behavior, because we need your feedback on what your observations were during the assessment. And finally, your recommendations. So the information provided in this assessment will be very vital in determining how vulnerable the witnesses are, and therefore what particular concerns the office needs to pay attention to.
I have arrived, and I wanted to know how he's.
Aujourd'hui, je me porte bien, mais cependant, ma femme a mal au ventre. Elle a beaucoup mal au ventre par rapport à tout ce qui s'était passé. On l'avait frappée au ventre, donc elle se porte pas très bien.
I want to remind him our appointment tomorrow at 8:30.
Je me rappelle très bien de notre rendez-vous. Là, je suis à la maison. J'écoute la radio. Donc, je ne bouge pas. Je suis là. Je t'attends. Je t'attends.
Let me tell you about Witness 23. Witness 23 was a chef de quartier in Bangui. On the 8th November of 2002, Bemba's troops raided his house. The soldiers fired their guns, and Witness 23's children started to scream in fear. One of his wives, who was suffering from high blood pressure, fell to the ground. She subsequently became paralyzed and would die later. Bemba's soldiers asked Witness 23 whether he wanted to live or die. He replied that he wanted to live. They then asked him to lie on the ground in front of his wife and children and in a position of a horse. Witness 23 was then sodomized by 3 of Bemba's soldiers in front of his family for 4 hours, from 10 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. All the 3 men ejaculated in him. Witness 23 further states that after he was raped, and I want to quote him again here, he said, "They came to my wife. In front of my eyes, they abused my wife. After they finished with my wife, they came to the kids." Madam President, Your Honors, it is the responsibility of the Office of the Prosecutor of the International Criminal Court to stand up for Witness 23, to stand up for his wife, to stand up for his children, and for hundreds of victims in the Central African Republic who suffered the same fate as Witness 23.
It's a feeling inside you that yes, I want to know, but yes, I want to know at the victim's pace. I want to know how she wants me to let me know. It's a feeling that this particular person has gone through so much that I do not want to add anything to make him or her feel worse. So your focus during the interview of a sexual crimes victim or witness is, how am I going to get the information out of this person with causing the minimum damage, or the ideal is not to cause any damage at all. My name is Gloria Atiba Davis. I am the head of the unit that focuses on victims' issues, especially on women and children. So now we are getting ready to go to court with Mr. Bemba. So we need to make sure that the witnesses who go to court to testify, they are psychologically and physically fit to go to court and testify.
I just want to mention, if I have accepted to come here, it is because I want to work with you. So I give my consent, and I'm expecting your questions.
Okay. Tell her that the court wants to follow good practices. We want to do things that are in line with standards that have been established. We want something to evidence the consent.
I would like to sign the consent.
Good morning, Mr. Bemba. Good morning, everyone. Of course, I have to check about some new faces.
No new faces in the prosecution's team this morning. Thank you.
Yes. About the defense?
Your Honor, once again, same old faces.
Thank you. Would you please go ahead, Ms. Knoyer?
Jean-Pierre Bemba's father was one of the most powerful figures in the Mobutu regime. However, when Mobutu was ousted by Laurent Désiré Kabila in 1997, individuals, including Jean-Pierre Bemba's father, who were aligned with Mobutu, lost their influence as well as their assets. When Jean-Pierre Bemba established the MLC a year later in 1998, his motivation to succeed was rooted in regaining the political and business benefits that accompanied his family's association with Mobutu. On October 25th of 2002, Patassé's former Army Chief of Staff, François Bozizé, led rebel troops towards Bangui in an effort to unseat Patassé. In his own words, Patassé publicly acknowledged, I quote, "I asked my son Bemba to fly to my assistance." The plan included attacking the Central African Republic civilian population who were perceived to be sympathetic to the rebels.
Donc je suis accompagnée, je vais commencer, la charité bien ordonnée commence par soi-même. Donc je vais présenter mon beau-père qui est le papa de Jean-Pierre Bemba, qui est venu également du Congo pour soutenir son fils. Donc Monsieur Janou Bemba Saolona, qui est également sénateur. Monsieur Dieudonné Wabi, qui est l'association de amis de Jean-Pierre Bemba, qui vient de la Belgique. Ils ne sont pas là, les autres amis de Jean-Pierre Bemba? Ah, ils sont dans la salle. Et Guérimbo également, qui est cadre du parti. Nous avons également derrière M. Adam Bombolé, qui est député. Et Maman Milembo, qui est également députée. C'est la maman qui est derrière. Et il y a également les cadres du MLC qui sont là. Voilà. La famille, les amis, tout le monde est là. Voilà, je crois que je fais le tour de tout le monde.
Salut.
Ça va?
Oui, merci.
Alors, on va voir un peu cet équipement pour la mission de Bangui.
On a trois choses principalement vérifiées. L'équipement pour examen de scène de crime, exhumation et autopsie. Deuxièmement, il faut qu'on vérifie le congélateur portable. Et troisièmement, la valise du drone. Alors,
oui, body bags.
les body bags.
J'en ai 3, 4.
Pas forcément besoin. Donc une essai de rechange. Des bistouris.
Les masques chirurgicaux.
Masques chirurgicaux, oui. Je vois pas les lunettes.
Et les lunettes aussi, ouais.
La femme a une place très particulière dans la société africaine. En Afrique, violer une femme, c'est aussi humilier le groupe social qu'on a envahi, désacraliser l'image de la femme en tant qu'épouse ou en tant que mère, et quelque part utiliser une arme qui est quelque chose de très diffus et une sorte d'arme de destruction massive. Ces viols, en général, ne sont pas des cas isolés, comme on peut le rencontrer dans d'autres continents. Ils s'inscrivent dans des campagnes de viol ou des phénomènes de viol qui touchent toute une région en même temps, qui accompagnent le mouvement de milices ou de troupes. Et je dirais que dans un tel contexte, la preuve est beaucoup plus facile à apporter parce que le viol s'est bien réalisé devant des témoins visuels. Il est certain que l'âge aidant et l'expérience venant, les situations qu'un médecin légiste peut rencontrer sont malheureusement de moins en moins originales. On a de plus en plus d'expériences, on a vu de plus en plus de victimes, de décès, de tortures, de mutilations, de blessures. Mais on reste quand même sensible à toute la misère humaine et à la douleur que ça recouvre.